All right, guys, so what we got going on in this video is a tie rod replacement for a semi front end. Hope you guys enjoy. This is on the first side. I'm choosing to use my Tiger tool. This tool is really awesome. It screws on and you just whack it with a hammer. So as I'm sitting here hitting this with my purse repeatedly, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Tiger tool that I'm using. These caps are awesome. They just screw on. They come in a variety pack, and they're really good for making good solid contact, not damaging old hardware, and you really get a good point to hit as long as you hit it good and strong. Alright guys, now for the other end, I'm going to be using my tie rod tool on my air hammer. Alright guys, so a quick note here, I actually have my fork in upside down. You want to have the slanted part going against the harder surface that you're pushing into. It was the end of the day, I was tired, and you know how that goes, you don't do anything correctly. It makes it easier if you use the tool correctly, and one thing to always watch out for, with these forks, they are prone to sometimes getting stuck to where you can't get them out. And when that happens, sometimes you have to use torches and stuff like that, and you can potentially damage your tools. Alright guys, now we have to get the new tie rod to match the old tie rod. I already did the other side, so I'll show you this side. It's a pretty simple concept. Literally, you just you screw it in to where it's close to the other sides of the other one, and then you actually want to count the threads coming out on each end of the old tie rod, and then you just transfer that measurement to your new tie rod, and that's about as accurate as you're going to get. And then after you do this, after you get it on, you have to get an alignment on the truck. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my pocket screwdriver and I'm counting the number of threads on the old tie rod end, and then I'm going to make my new tie rod end have the same amount of threads that I counted off the old one. When you do your counting, you need to make sure that your rod end is lined up identical to the old tie rod, or else your count will be off. Alright guys, we got a 4x6 block on the other end, lifting the tie rod up so I can get the correct angle to put it in the hole. Now we're on the other side. It's going to go in real easy, and I'm counting my threads again just to triple check that I have them as close as possible to make the alignment the same as it was previously. So you have to drive the castle nut down far enough to where you can line it up with the cotter pin hole, and then you just push the cotter pin through and secure the cotter pin ends. Make sure you always wear gloves when doing this, guys. It's very easy for the tool to slip off and you to slam your hand and to cut your hand. So always make sure you properly protect yourself when you're doing this type of stuff. Now for the locking clamp on the tie rod end, guys. These bolts have a lock nut on them. And you want to make sure that you don't keep sending them with the impact, because either they will break or the clamp will break. You only need to send them until they're tight and the head of the bolt is not digging into the clamp. So on the other side here, guys, I accidentally sent this locking clamp a little too far. I'll show you the result of that on the bolt head digging into the clamp, of what you don't want to do. So guys, this is what it looks like when you sent it a little too far. You can tell that the bolt has actually dug into the clamp. Here on the other side, guys, this is how it should look. The bolt head has not damaged the clamp. Alright guys, that's going to sum this video up. I'm just going to throw the wheels back on, torque them down, and then wait for the alignment, and then this truck will be ready to go back on the road. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please shoot me a like and a subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to throw them in the comments section, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you guys.